Welcome back everyone to my 2023 Metroid Dread 100% no major glitches tutorial. We just killed the Ice Emmy and got the Ice Missiles, as seen right here. So from here we're going to go grab the Gravity Suit, grab all the items in between, the Screw Attack, and then make our way to Golzuna. We'll do Golzuna and then end slightly after. So let's go ahead and get into that. So, from here, you'll end. Where you would end up in this room will depend on where you killed the Ice Emmy. You can sometimes you'll end up like here, here, here. But we ended up right here. The Ice Emmy fell down from right there. So you're gonna end up right here. You want to slide off of this this platform. You don't want to do a melee because it's just going to be in this situation faster to continue Samus's momentum with just a slide. So slide, grab this ledge, go through this door. You can do a flash shift right here as well as soon as you get up this door. So like that, you can do 2 flash shifts and then slide through right there. Right here though, we're going to end up going and grabbing a power bomb tank. A couple ways that you can go about this. Right here, this little area is big enough to charge a speed booster. So technically, if you start the speed booster from right here, you can bounce off of, jump from right here, bounce off that wall, and store it here like I did. The problem with that though is you'd have to do very precise jumps right here on this Chozo slime. A very precise damage flash shift, so like that. And because you are because of the nature of that, you run the risk of using your speed booster, your shine spark, which is kind of what you need right now. So to get around that, you can always just take this out, so that then you can charge your speed booster. Alternatively, you could take this out, take out that this N key. That's what they're called, right? Yeah, this N key. Then you grab this energy tank. So we'll go ahead and grab that right now. Then what you want to do, you can take the time to take out this Chozo slime as well. And then if you do have a screw attack, or not a screw attack, a speed booster charged, right here you'd want to basically start charging it immediately so that you can go all the way up here. When the game was still new, we used to do HBJs here, or yeah, horizontal bomb jumps, I think is what these are called. So grab this, just like that. That is slower these days. The optimal method would have you do something like that, but that's like B-Dog Noya level stuff. I've never personally been able to get up there. Doing all right, Caleb. We're doing the tutorial now, so hope you're having a good one as well. So what I do here though, let me see if I can load last checkpoint. I don't know if it'll do the Ice Emmy or that Emmy zone. The Ice Emmy, okay, cool. So what I will tend to do right here is a variation of it, where I will come through here, take out that Chozo soldier, then I will run back here and then charge my spark. Then I will jump and then ball morph. Like that. Kind of messy, but again, there's a couple of different ways to go about that. So I'll try it again and do a different method. So again, this one would be more like Oops. Well, you wouldn't go up. Let me see if I can do that again. So kind of like that. Ideally, you might want to do a quicker flash. But yeah, that's basically how that will kind of work. So I'll do it one final time, and again, I'll just do it the way that I do it one more time, and then we'll move on. So again, that's kind of basically how I kind of go about that. Shoutouts to Justin Zane for being the one that I picked that up from. But again, it's kind of a slower method overall, safer but a little slower. Should be relatively all right though. So from here, you get this power bomb expansion. This is going to be the last power bomb expansion that you get before you actually get the main power bombs towards the end of the game. Because when you do get it, you have 4 power bombs. So from here, you just kind of slide down, and then right around here, you flash shift. You jump off of the slope right here, so that you can do a flash shift to grab up this platform. Obviously, you just saw if you miss it, it's kind of awkward to get back up there. But you're going to go through this gravity door next. And then you just come down through right there. Skip the cutscene, and you now have the pulse radar. Alright, so from here, what you would do after you get the pulse radar is the pulse radar is supposed to show you hidden blocks and everything if you get stuck. But from right here, you just shoot that block, flash shift over to it. This is a pitfall block, but where you're going is right there. So as you fall down the pitfall block, you morph and drop a bomb really quickly to break that this block right here, and then you go into the tunnel. Bomb this. Hold a charge shot too, and then when you slide morph, the charge shot will break. Will kill those things that are coming at you. Bomb that again, and then right here, that's just a normal block, but so you don't have to bomb it like that. You want to ideally be able to shoot it when you come down, but it's not a big deal. It only loses like a second if you land on it like that. From right here, you want to charge a speed booster, so you flash shift back, blow up the Enki with your ice missile, charge your speed booster, and then use your Shine Spark through the water to get to this point. In the run down here through this Morph Ball chute is where you would grab the Spin Boost. You do not grab the Spin Boost in this route. The Spin Boost gets replaced by the Space Jump later on. So the Space Jump takes priority over the Spin Boost. So even though you are skipping the Spin Boost, the Space Jump counts over it for 100%. So you do not need to grab Spin Boost in this route. So you, from right here again, charge a Shine Spark, morph through here, fall down in a ball, grab up, and Shine Spark all the way across. You'll find yourself here. And then right here, this missile is kind of weird. Bless the run anyway. Thank you, Graceful. This missile is kind of weird. This missile is faster to grab right now. It saves about like 2 to 3 seconds in the tutorial. Or not in the tutorial, I'm sorry. In cleanup for Gaverin. However, it's kind of weird to grab right now because of the flash shift jump that you need to do for it, because these are pitfall blocks that are right next to you. So to grab the missiles right here, welp. Let me try that again. Okay, so from this point you want to unmorph and immediately grab this ledge, and then you're going to be looking to your right, so hold in the right on your control stick, and then you jump and immediately flash shift, like, yeah. So again, these three are, that'll be the last time I try it. Obviously I won't try and do it again. But if you do it correctly, you can grab that missile now. So if you grab that missile now, your missile count will be at 108. But if you obviously go for it and miss it, your missile count will be at 106. Shine. Thank you. That'll be how that works. So it is, again, it's faster to grab it now, albeit a little difficult. But it only loses like a second or two in cleanup. So if you can grab this missile now, definitely go for it. Otherwise, make your way down and take the green teleporter to Berenia. And this is where we're going to go grab the gravity suit. Alright, so we're back in Berenia. At this point, this is now like Berenia 3, I think, Berenia 4 or something like that. Right here, there's a there's a plasma beam shield right here that, technically speaking, you can go through. The game wants you to traverse down and to start going down all the way over there to a door over here that is also being blocked by a plasma shield. However, there is a developer-intended skip of all of that right here that has Enkis here that you can blast through with your ice missiles that leads to what we call the gravity puzzle. So, in order to do the gravity puzzle, we come through here. And then right here, we're going to blow up these Enkis with an ice missile and then do spin falls, so like that. And then ordinarily, after we do this, we would charge a speed booster right here, but we need to grab this energy part, so we have to come into this room. So from right here, we charge a shine spark. So just like that. That's going to be ideal. It's not a difficult store. However, you want to make sure that when you are doing this, and it'll take a little bit of practice, but you want to make sure that when you are running, you run on the last two tiles very briefly before holding down to store the spark. Because otherwise, you'll basically just go like that, and like you won't actually charge. It's kind of frustrating. And obviously loses some time if you don't get the store, because then you have to go back and do it all again like that. But after that, you would come down right through here. And again, the movement for this is, I'll explain it more thoroughly at the end of all of this, but you'd like spin fall right here, open the door, flash shift, slide through here. All of this is, again, while you're still holding a shine spark charged up. Right here, you would slide through here and just kind of break those blocks. These are all beam blocks. You would just kind of hold down and break the first two, or break the ones that are immediately under you, whether it's those two, the middle ones, those ones on the side. And then from there, you immediately press Y and B at the same time because you're in the air. You'll do an insta-spark to climb all the way up right there. So I'll go ahead and show that. Just like that. And then there is a block right here. It's not a missile block or anything. It's not a bomb block. It's just something in your way it's a developer-intended trick to mess you up, basically. So you have to make sure that when you get up here with your speed booster, you slide. Otherwise, you'll run into this and you'll have to start all over again, taking time. So with your speed booster, slide, and then you'll store it again right here, where then you'll basically just fall down a little bit, and then you'll flash shift over like that, where you'll then be able to, right here, do another insta-spark to shine spark to the right. If you are coming down right here, and kind of that happens, you can, right here, from the slope, jump and do an Insta-Spark diagonally down to the right, which admittedly is kind of scary to do, but in order to save your Shine Spark is necessary. So you would go it diagonally down to the right to run up the slope. And then you would hold it, you would store a spark right here again, go down, and then you can either like jump Y plus B, or just do the melee method to do the Insta Spark. Either way, that's going to be the gravity puzzle. Seems easy enough, right? Funny until you lose like 75 runs to it. The gravity puzzle is one of the most notorious things in Dread speedrunning for a lot of runners. I think all of us have collectively lost at least one run to this puzzle, whether it be any percent, all bosses, or even hundo. So, bringing it all together. Just like that. And then you'll notice during the slope, again, I wasn't able to make it all the way up, so I had to do that diagonal spark down to the right in order to store the spark right back up here, shine spark all the way over to the right, and technically speaking, your reward for the puzzle is a Missile Plus tank. However, if you shoot right here, you can go through a tunnel, you'll fall all the way down, and you're now in the main gravity suit room. You're just on the opposite side of it. So, any questions on that? As soon as you come down through this beam block and come through these pitfall blocks, you'll come down most of the time as a morph ball. So just press ZL again, and then start mashing Y, which is obviously fire. It'll break the blocks that Samus is currently shooting on, where you'll then be able to come up, do a jump right up here, jump, morph into these tunnels, and then right here, what I like doing, I'll do an insta charge on these. These blobs right here coming up, the blobs right here into this grapple beam block. We call this God blobs. If we're able to hit this and blow up this blob with one diffusion shot, another with the second one with another one, the third one with another one, and then so on and so forth. If we get this perfectly, we call it God Blobs, which is a pretty funny name, if I'm being honest. But to do it, it's like this. So that was not God Blobs, but that's basically the gist of it. Of course, if you're bad at that, you can always just you come up through here, rather than unmorphing like that to start firing, you can just and then do a water morph and then just be shooting. Either way. But as soon as you expose the gravity block to make this big water tank thing fall, take it out. This thing will start falling down. And then what you do right here, you want to make sure you fall as a ball right here. If you don't, you want to make sure that you do. Because again, Samus is moving faster as a ball. In 100%, you want to fall down. In any percent, in all bosses, whatever, it's fine to come up through right here. Because you have the space jump at this point. So it's a little easier to like maneuver through the water. But in Hundo, you don't. So what I like doing is just falling down right here, waiting about a second, and then jumping up. It kind of manipulates these fish that are up here, rather than having them attack Samus and going through right here. They go after Samus down here, so they're no longer an issue when you're going through this door, like that. So then I can open this door and start running through it. Right here, there is obviously a beam blob or whatever that you can see right there. What I prefer doing right here, you don't have to do this, but what I prefer doing while I'm doing here is I'm obviously doing spin jumps like this so that I can move underwater faster. Because again, without the spin jump, anything time Samus is moving like this, it's actually faster than just going normally. So what I'll do is I'll be holding a shot and I'm holding down. And I will blow this up right now. You don't go through here until cleanup though. I will just another preemptive thing to do because sometimes the power bomb that you drop in this room during cleanup doesn't blow up that blob. So more as a precaution, I blow it up now. And then right here, oops, right here, take the thing, and you have the gravity suit. The best looking gravity suit of the Metroid series. Don't at me! But you now have the gravity suit. So pretty straightforward section once you land in Berenia from the green TP, but definitely a little technical. So any questions on that? So now that we have gravity suits, we're able to freely move through water. And being able to freely move through water also means being able to charge a speed booster. More importantly, a shine spark. Yeah, basically Thunder. God Blobs is just diffusion beam, diffusion beam, diffusion beam until the blobs are all broken up. It's basically what it is. You just need to hit every single one. And sometimes even if you hit every single one, you still won't get God Blobs. So God Blobs are a little weird sometimes, but that's the gist of it, yeah. So from right here, what I'll do, you can just run down or like run, do a spin fall. What I prefer doing though is flash shifting, and then going from right here, so I have as much room as possible to charge my my speed booster. Store right here. You're going to be flash shifting once and then shine sparking all the way up. So like, oops, I'm sorry, I flash shifted twice. Let me do that again. Do it correctly this time. So you store your spark, flash shift once, shine spark up, and then immediately flash shift 3 times to this door. Don't worry about this missile plus tank, we'll get it later. But you flash shift 3 times, open this door, flash shift twice, open the door. Actually, what you'll do after you come up, you're up against the thing. You're already shooting and opening this door, so like you're up and you're like that. So you're actually through the door already, and then obviously you're still moving to the right. Fire open the door, flash, 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 and take this elevator to Artaria. So this elevator is the trigger for Frozen Artaria. Frozen Artaria is probably one of my favorite sections of the game. The movement is definitely a lot of fun. You can do a lot of cool, fun stuff in Frozen Artaria. But at this point in the game, you're needing to traverse back a little bit to... the main point is to grab the screw attack. So that's what we're going to do. So as soon as Samus gets off this elevator, you want to plus minus. And Samus is now in Frozen Artaria. Fun fact, even though we call this Frozen Artaria, this is not a true Frozen section. So in unrestricted categories, for instance, this elevator is again the trigger to cause Frozen Artaria, Frozen ZDR, whatever. But this area of that we're about to traverse through is not a true cold area. It's basically just a filter on Artaria. So unrestricted categories that don't grab the gravity suit will just go through here with the Varia suit. It's pretty funny. Completely unrelated, but just a fun fact. So now that we've landed, we blow up this missile door, open the door, and we start flash shifting. There's going to be another, I'll just show it, this tunnel or platform thingy right here. We want to make sure that when we're flash shifting that we clear this and grab the missile that's on the opposite side of this, because we're not going to be coming back through here to grab that missile. Instead, we're going to be executing a glitch called a ledge warp. So in order to grab it, it's just... oh, that's funny, this is frozen, I never knew that. So in order to grab that, you missile the door and then... Oops. My flash shift got cancelled for some reason. So flash, flash, flash. A little awkward. Normally you're able to flash, but my flash shift's cancelled both of those times. But either way, you grab this missile tank right now. It used to be we'd grab this missile after grabbing the screw attack, which is directly under us. But then ledge warping was legalized in no major glitches. So that's literally all it is. So after we grab this missile, come down here, fall as a ball because it's faster. A quick note to what I actually said here. Rather than falling as a ball, you want to actually fall normally, but you want to be aiming down. If you fall normally and Samus is aiming down, so you hold L and free aim and hold L and look down, you're actually able to manipulate the sludge in a pattern where what I'm about to say doesn't matter anymore. And you're able to go through this tunnel without having to worry about killing any of these slugs. Slide. Come down here, fall as a ball. What I'll normally do right here, there's a morph ball tunnel right here, but there's also a one of those farms that is coming around. So what I'll do in order to make sure that I kill the buds that are coming out of the farm is right here, I'll be holding a charge shot. I'll be aiming up like this, and I'll fire it so that the buds in that farm are shot at. So let me try if I can see if I can do that all the way. So it's like that. So the blast of the diffusion shot will barely hit the nest and will take out the third one, the third bug, I should say, and you won't get bonked on anything as you're heading out of here. From right here, just wall jump up, grab this ledge, and then right here, you want to start charging a speed booster to store a shine spark, because we're about to fight another Chozo soldier, and again, we want to be able to hit them with a shine spark, because that's half their health. This one can be a little tricky sometimes because it's a door into a plasma door into one of these things. So right here we want to hold our charge. That can definitely happen sometimes, but that's basically the gist of it. So come up here. And then you fall down here. You can fall down here normally, but again, it's faster to fall down as a morph ball, because as soon as you land in this boss fight down below, you want to either immediately press B to start charging your spark, or you can do what I do, which is as soon as I have my spark cast, I melee to the right and then press YB to do an insta-spark. So I'm going to do that area all in one go. Boss fight included, so that you guys can see what it looks like without me like stopping a bunch of times. Sometimes that happens where you don't hit it. And then this one is just like the other soldier fight, only a little stronger, so just mashing. Again, if you have a weave that you're comfortable with, or you have whatever mash technique that you're comfortable with, but after you shine spark into the soldier, just mash, and you'll be able to kill it. Collect your red axe, and then this is super important. You come through this room again during the Artaria cleanup. So for some reason in this game, boss fights are really weird sometimes with their load-in times after you go through them. So when you are coming through this right door, as soon as the boss fight is over, you can flash shift, but only do one just to get closer to the door. You don't want to open the door and then flash shift out of the room. So, because when you leave this room, you're going to see that longer load-in screen. If you flash shift out of the room, that longer load-in screen will happen during cleanup as well, which you definitely don't want. So just flash shift once, open the door, come out of the room. There's the load-in time, just like that. So now, when you go through the room, it's an instant load. That's going to make coming through this room during cleanup significantly faster. At that point, you just kind of come down here, flash shift right here. You don't want to stand in this green muck for very long, but this where that slug green mist starts is the distance that you need in order to get through the slide tunnel right here, because you're about to do a speed keep. We call this the Frozen Artaria keep, and pretty cool keep. I'll do it in, I'll just show what it looks like and then I'll explain it. So that's the gist of it. You can technically morph jump out of here to get a little bit more height up to right here, but the timing on that's pretty difficult. So as long as you get to right here, you'll be able to jump up and do some flash shifts. You'll notice that this is the start of the game once again. But that's the Frozen Artaria keep. It takes you all the way through right here, through these cold rooms. As you're coming through this door, you jump. If you don't jump as you're going through this door, your speed booster will cancel right here because there's no ground right here. So as you're coming through this door, you jump again right here, jump again right here. But when you jump right here, go ahead and start holding a charge. Well, you don't have to hold a charge shot. Just make sure that you are firing to open this door, because this door is not currently open. The shot will travel faster than you're currently running. So fire, jump over here, and then about right here, after right here, you jump and then morph into a ball, jump again to get through this tunnel, and then you'll be good to go right there. So I will go ahead and do that one more time, and then we'll move on from there. So that's going to be that key. When does Cataris and Artaria unfreeze? So Cataris and Frozen Artaria will unfreeze after you defeat Z57. The trigger for Frozen Artaria, though, is the elevator between Barenia and Artaria. So technically speaking, in a non-Frozen Artaria setting, if you were to take this elevator up to Barenia, and then take it. If you were to take this elevator up to Barenia, everything in Barenia would be frozen, because this elevator is the trigger. We used to think it was this Atom dialogue, but it's actually the Artaria elevator. So as soon as you trigger this, just defeating Z57 is the only thing that can get rid of it. Good question, though. Good question. So when you're right here, you want to then jump up, do some flash shifts, and then start of the game again, so blast through that. And then right here, as soon as you take out this missile block, start charging a speed booster. Store it right here, because then you're going to come down here. Yeah, it's not the music. The music fixed itself right here. Okay, so then you're going to come down this is all still with a charged speed booster, charged shine spark, I should say, stored shine spark. You then come down here, and then right here, you're going to use that to jump up and spark all the way up. So I'll go ahead and show that. So exactly like that. Normally this thin's not there. That's the thing you destroy. As soon as you hit here, though, you flash to the right, and then Artaria climb. Yeah, I'm gonna redo that just because I need to. The room's not set up correctly at the moment. So right there. So that happens, and then you immediately flash to the right, and then once again, it's just simply the Artaria climb. Right here, you have flash shift now, so you don't have to go all the way over here and keep jumping. So right here, you can jump, flash shift over to this platform, and then pull yourself up like that. And then you can do the same thing up here with another flash shift. So, flash, flash. And then this is when you grab that first missile that you skipped when you did Elaine skip. This is also when you come into this room, flash shift over twice here to grab this missile tank. The reason that we grab these two missiles during cleanup, or during Frozen Artaria, is because this is the only section of the game where we can go into this Emmy zone, and the broken Emmy cutscene does not play. For some reason, Frozen Artaria bypasses the Emmy cutscene. Because if you were to come and fall down here full powered suit, the Emmy cutscene would still play, which is very weird. But it would still play. So this is the only time that we can grab it over the course of the run. So you go ahead and grab both of those missile tanks right now, fall down as a ball, and then right here, there is a faster way to do this, but I'll show the more consistent way that I do. Or I guess that I used to do. So right here, you before you counter that enemy, you want to open this door. You want to open that door because it's a slow opening door. So you open the door and then you parry this thing, and then at this point you can go ahead and start charging a speed booster. As soon as you come through this door, you'll be moving fast enough where you will simply run off the edge, and you want to store the spark right here. So you want to be pressing down as you come out of the room right here, just like this. So you'll store the spark right here, and you're going to use that spark to get up here to get this missile. So one more time just to see what it looks like. So you go up through here, grab this missile, grab this missile, open that door, store, do some slides, and then you spark up here. Again, you do the spark up because you don't have space jump right now. And then right here, you lay a bomb. As the bomb is going off, you grab this missile tank. As you're falling, unmorph if you can, just so that bomb doesn't knock you up. And then right here, you want to be careful right here. This is another charge door, so you slide right through here and open that door. But right here is where you want to be extremely careful. Right here, let me kill this thing. Right here is a very dangerous area. You can lose your run right here. Right here, you'll notice that there doesn't seem to be anything there. However, there is frozen water right here. It's not loaded because technically speaking, over here, you never broke that water to bring it down. However, it's coded that it is there. So if you go through here and fall down, the game will detect an out-of-bounds collision and will immediately kill Samus. There's a category extension, actually, that is dedicated to this, where time ends on the second that you die to this out-of-bounds. It's called hypothermia %, which is pretty funny. But you want to be extremely careful when you're coming through this door. Like that. That you don't move too quickly, because you will die to this clip out of bounds, because technically you're going out of bounds. The game will game over you if you go out of bounds. So just be very mindful when you're coming through right here. Open the door. If you need to take a second to like get your bindings, do it. Because if you die right here, you have to now go through all of Frozen Artaria again. All of this movement, these items, up to here again. And no one wants to do that. So be very mindful of right here. You don't have to kill that enemy. You're able to just get up there like that. Oops. But ideally you want to be holding a charge shot right here, and then holding another one. Climbing through here, this pseudo screw should kill this enemy. Ooh, dang. Will kill this enemy. And then there's going to be an enemy up here above you. That's going to start shooting a bunch of like things at you. I don't know what we call it, but it's kind of annoying. It's shooting a bunch of things at you. But you want to keep holding your diffusion shot, because if you fire the diffusion beam literally underneath this, the diffusion beam will spread and hit it slightly high enough for you to jump up and just go through this door, or right here, to start charging a speed booster. Just kind of some camera manipulation stuff, because otherwise you need to like jump over it, and sometimes you'll get hit, and it's all bad. Before I continue, right here you want to right here you also want to be opening this door, because right here you want to start charging a speed booster and then holding up, because there's going to be another one of those things that we just killed down here. Right here. So you want to be holding up to manipulate Samus's hitbox, so that her arm cannon doesn't bonk on this charging rhino thing. And then from here, you slide through here. And this is all while you're doing a speed booster, by the way. So you slide right here, jump up right here, wall jump, I mean, come up through here, store the spark, and then insta-spark up. Right here, there's going to be another flying ice bat. You can parry it so that you don't take damage on it. You don't have to, but if you parry it to not take damage, don't actually shoot it, just parry it to stun it. It's slower to kill it. So fall out of that parry animation, flash shift over here. You can do, again, more early game Artaria movement, right? So you're coming through here, you come all the way through here, spin fall down, and then you shine spark across this to go to Cataris. So I'll do all of that movement right now. All right, so moving forward, I'll go ahead and show everything that I just explained. You get up here. Kind of sloppy. I'll do it one more time, but that's going to be the general premise of it. Darn. If that happens, don't go ahead and recharge this, but if that happens, just kind of go up like that. And then flash like that, but then you head to Cataris again, Frozen Cataris. Alright, so now that we're in Frozen Cataris, the movement is kind of going to mirror movement that we first did when we were in Cataris, except now we have flash shift. So from right here, rather than just normally moving, we're flash shifting through here, but then we still fall down here, we're still doing spin falls down right here, but instead of coming through over here, this door is frozen. So we have to go down here, but that works in our favor because there's a missile down here anyway. There's a missile down here anyway, and then this is going to be an eye door. That when you get up to right here, you can jump and flash shift to close the gap, save like half a second. Again, flash shift right here, jump in, take the morph ball tunnel to Z57, which is going to be in this large area. This is where we did the super boost. It's also a boss fight room. So keeping all that in mind. And then you lay a bomb and go to Z57. So the thing about Z57, as we take the morph ball launcher now, the thing about Z57 is this boss is really weird. As soon as the cutscene starts, obviously you can start select it. Again, boss is really weird. On top of holding, giving you a bunch of different RNG patterns, I mean, you just saw, I don't know if you noticed, but as soon as I pressed pause, he was starting off with a swipe attack like this, where you have to jump over. He can technically do that 2 times. Right now he's not going to. He's going to go into his spray pattern. The boss is just weird. There's a couple of different ways to fight this boss. Obviously, knowing its patterns is very helpful. You can do it in boss rush as well, because it's one of the major bosses of the game. But there's 2 different main ways to go about fighting this. The first one is to just spam it with missiles, and basically following its like breath plasma attack that it's firing at you, like so. And then you can find this little safe area that it is spewing. Come over here and continue to do that. If you're going to be doing this method, it's actually faster to just ignore the safe method anyway, or the safe area, because 1, you're probably doing the run on rookie mode, and 2, so you're taking less damage, but 2, you have a bunch of energy tanks, so you have those energy tanks. The faster, more optimal, but more difficult method is using something that we call charge missiles. So in order to do a charge missile, I'll see if I can find a good place to show it off. In order to do a charge missile, you have to... Let me see if I can find a good area to show this. So in order to do a charge missile, you have to hold... as you're jumping, it's kind of using the same principle as instant charge shots, like this. But now you're just firing a missile at the same time, like that. Those are called charge missiles. Technically you're doubling your damage, so that's why it's more optimal. However, you'll notice, for me personally, I'm doing them pretty slowly. That's because they're deceptively harder than it looks to do. Like, I can do this, absolutely no problem. I can do this, no problem. But for some reason, it's adding in the missile is just a little weird. So you'll definitely have to practice doing that. But this is going to be technically the optimal way that you can kill Z57, is with these charge missiles. So, going back to Z57 now. Yes. Z57 is technically supposed to be the second boss you fight of those two major bosses. So technically you could storm missile it, but you don't have storm missiles before this boss in either run. So technically you'd want to, with the optimal way to do this, you'd want to be doing charge missiles like this. But again, I'm pretty bad at that, I'm not gonna lie. Ideally, you want to be firing them off like that quickly when you get really, really good at them. But I still struggle with them a lot. But that's fine, it's like a harder technique, you know? So that's why I'm saying, though, it's faster and more optimal, but you just gotta really hard practice the charge missiles if you're going to be doing that. Otherwise, there's no shame at all in just firing away with your missiles. And again, it's rookie mode and it's 100%, so you do have the option to just sit and tank a lot of the damage that Z57 is going to be firing at you. Just like that. And then right here, Z57 is going to blow, or not blow, it's going to put his hands on one of them right here, another one up here, another one right here, and another one right here. These are another area where you want to use your charge missiles if you're doing that method. If you're not, 2 diffusion charge shots will do the same thing. So like this. Just like that. And then for good measure, I just kind of like to throw another quick diffusion shot and a ice beam missile. Doesn't do anything, but he still takes damage during that phase. So after you do that, Z57 will go into this phase where he starts blowing these little plasma things at you, and wind is at you. Not wind is at you, but wind is technically blowing at you. So this is one of those moments where you're supposed to be charging a speed booster. You have just enough room to charge up a speed booster at one of these points, where you'll then do the Z57 quick kill, where you charge your speed booster and then jump up and do an insta spark, and it takes out Z57. So I'll show what that looks like right now. I will show what that looks like as soon as I beat the boss again, Tech W. Why doesn't this game have a practice ROM? Why can't I do charge missiles? I'm so bad at them. Alright, so from right here, as soon as he starts firing, you jump over this one, jump over this one, take damage on this one, jump over this one, and then you start charging your speed booster, store it right here, insta-spark, and he'll die. And that's the Z57 fight. No, Caleb. Actually, this is one of the only bosses that will die to a full-on speed booster. However, so like the unrestricted categories have skew at this point, so they'll use skew to charge a speed booster and just ram into Z57, and then that's how they kill Z57. But for no major glitches, you have to kind of fight Z57 that way because you're not given the option to run into him because you're in a boss fight, so you have that extra wind up to your charge or to your speed booster charge. I explained that in one of the last tutorials segments. But after you take out Z57, you're gonna come down right here, flash shift. Again, more ledge mantling. Dang, nothing. That ply was out for blood. Right here, you don't sit and take the time to take out those plies, but right here I want to show something, so... Excuse me. So right here, you want to start charging a speed booster. So you can charge it right here, as soon as you get onto this ledge. So like this. And if you want to do it the safe method, you can do that. You can run out of the room again and charge it right there, where you'll then, or store it, I should say, right there, where you'll then be able to get up. And then you can do like a melee insta spark right here to use your shine spark, but then start running with the speed booster on this slope. Jump, jump. The speed booster will take out this robot. Jump again. Jump, 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 jump. You're still running with the speed booster. You jump right here. You jump right here. You're still running with the speed booster, and it ends optimally right there. So I'll go ahead and do all of that just to show it. So from right here, door will be closed. You get up here. Just like that. That keep is not as hard as it looks. Not at all. The biggest thing about it is getting the timing down when you are leaving the navigation room right here, and getting the store down so that you can then jump up. And then this, obviously right here, these jumps, getting them done optimally, carrying this thing all the way up here is, I guess, the tricky part. But that's how you get up here. Again, not as hard of a keep as it makes as it original. Or, geez, I can't talk. It's not as hard of a keep as it makes itself out to be. But then again, when you get right here, flash shift through here, slide through this lava tunnel, and then right here, normally you would be able to like jump up here. I guess technically you can like bomb jump up. Like that, but optimally you want to, as soon as you come out through right here, charge a speed booster, and spark up like that. You then take this teleporter all the way back to Artaria, where you'll find yourself right in front of the screw attack, or right above it, I should say. This load-in screen, by the way, does take a little bit longer for some reason. It just happens to be one of those longer teleport load-in screens. But now we're back in Artaria. It's no longer frozen, and the screw attack is right there. So right here, out of this teleporter, do a flash shift, and then take out the grapple block. One flash shift then means you'll be able to very quickly double tap ZL to do a slide and then morph like that. And then right here is where we do the ledge warp. The ledge warp that I was talking about earlier. The ledge warp is a glitch where it's just that. You warp back to a ledge. This ledge warp in particular, you need to be absolutely sure that you open that door first before you go to the before you go in through here. Otherwise, you'll get the warp and you'll be in a morph ball, and it's like, oh, look, I can't get through. On top of being able to, or instead of, I should say, being able to bomb like that. In NMG, I don't think so. No. Yeah, you're in unrestricted. Yeah, there used to be a route in unrestricted where you were able to grab it, but in Hundo, no. You've always grabbed it right here. So in order to do this glitch, so you're basically jumping, and you're grabbing a ledge, just like this, and morphing on it at the exact same time. So you want that animation. That will mean you have the ledge warp stored. But after this point, you can no longer unmorph. So you can come over here, do anything you want as a ball. And if you jump and then unmorph in the same direction that you stored the ledge warp on, you'll warp back to the ledge you were on. However, if you are fooling around and you jump and unmorph not in the same direction you stored it on, you'll lose the warp. So you need to be careful when you are moving as a ball, because even if you store it too, if you just unmorph, you won't warp back. One of the most important things about the ledge warp is you have to jump and then unmorph in the same direction that you stored it. So this is actually a pretty good warp, a pretty good way to a pretty good ledge to learn and practice ledge warping on. Basically, you want Samus you want to get good at jumping with Samus onto a platform. Not spin jumping onto it, but jumping. So hold in B and then moving your control stick. Just like that. And then, because you're not jumping, you're not holding the ledge. You know, you don't want to be holding this ledge. And then as soon as you are about to touch the ledge, is when you morph. And again, if you get that just slight bounce, you were able to store it. If you get a bunch of like what's been happening right there, like that, you're morphing too early. And if you Samus jumps up super high like that, you morph too late. So once you have the warp right here, you want to come down, and again, be very careful because you don't want to accidentally unmorph like that. So come down. If the door's already open from your plasma shot, awesome. Otherwise, lay a bomb. Come down through over here, fall into this pitfall block. So you're still a ball throughout all of this. You collect the screw attack. And then once you do have screw attack, jump and unmorph to the left, and you no longer have to go through all of that to get back up here, because these are screw attack blocks, but you don't have to worry about this anymore because you just did a ledge warp and you saved like 30 seconds. From right here, you're going to be going up through right here, but you don't have space jump. In any percent, when you grab the screw attack, you have space jump, so you're able to just come up through right here. In Hundo, you don't. So after coming back from the ledge warp, well, I suck at this sometimes. Other times I get it first try. So after you come back from the ledge warp, you do your funky business. Come back, spin fall down, do a flash shift through here, immediately start charging a speed booster. You immediately start charging a speed booster, and then when you get through this door, you want to be holding like diagonal right to open that door, and then you ideally will jump up and do an insta-spark all the way right up here, and store the spark on the ledge. Then jump, insta-spark, store, jump, insta-spark, store. And then you'll, if you have trouble with doing this full speed keep, right here, you can, after you do your insta-spark store right here, you can run up and do another insta-spark store up all the way right here to fall down. But ideally, you want to be able to, after the insta-spark right up here, come up this ledge, bounce off of the door, wall kick off of the door, I should say, and then jump right here, wall kick right here, wall kick right here, wall kick right here, wall kick right there, and then your last wall kick will take you right here, you'll do another wall kick right off of right here. You'll store your spark right here. If you do the spark up right here, you're gonna have to go into this navigation room or save station, I guess, and then charge your spark through here, which ends up losing like 2 or 3 seconds. Either way, you want to then jump through here into this tunnel, jump morph into it, and then you're gonna do a ball spark all the way through here, and you'll land right up here. So I'll show that what that looks like right now. Sometimes that'll happen. Sometimes you're a little too high for it. Sometimes, again, I mentioned in the last tutorial video that when you're doing these long speed keeps, it helps to hold neutral. So sometimes you get caught holding neutral. But that's going to be that keep. Otherwise, you need to spark up right here. You'll go into the save station, charge a speed booster, and then do the exact same thing. From right here, you just kind of come up, super missile this door, open it with a charge shot, morph. Ideally, you want to hit that bomb block too, but you grab this missile tank. Then you leave right here. You can slide right through here and then do a flash shift to, because if you don't, you'll just kind of fall down right there. But if you slide and then do a flash shift, you'll just kind of fall right here. Then you can bomb, you'll come down, missile this. This is where you finally grab this missile. Open this. And then right here, you want to be careful not to step on this thing for too long. But you want to lay bombs. You only need to lay 2, so 1, 2, until you can start wall kicking. If you are feeling a little unsafe about it, you can like lay another one just to guarantee it, but you only need 2. Flash shift, and then right here, there is a speed keep that you can do, like right here. You can start charging up a speed keep. I've never done it successfully all the way through. Basically, you would charge the speed keep all the way through this this area. Again, I've only been able to successfully accomplish it once because it's a pretty difficult speed keep. Try to do it one more time. Oh, maybe you go up. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I did it. But either way, it's a pretty high level keep. Like, you're talking like sub 150 times optimal keep. So just to get a sub 2, you definitely don't need it. So from here, you want to just like flash shift, screw attack into the enemy that's right here. Flash shift right there. Flash shift, morph right here. Flash shift. Like that. Flash shift. And then right here, you want to take out these things and then blow up that grapple beam block. Technically speaking, to grab the energy tank that's over here, by the way, this is the worst energy tank in the game, but in order to grab this energy tank, you are able to charge your speed keep from right here. Alright, sorry about that. You are able to charge your speed booster from right here, and then grab this grapple block, and then, I don't know, it's a little harder, it's kind of weird, so what I personally do is I come up through here, take out this beam block, lay down these 2 bombs, and then I will be very carefully jump and flash shift over this shutter door, and then from right here, this very small tunnel, or tile right here, you gotta be careful. Charge a speed booster, store the keep, insta-spark into the tunnel to grab this energy tank. Again, you don't have to do it that way, you want to get good, if you're gonna do it that way, you want to get good at charging up that speed booster, because sometimes you'll press down early. I did that on purpose just to show it off, but sometimes you'll press down a little early, or sometimes you'll press it late like that. So you want to be able to, if you're going to do this method, to get really good at that, so that you can then grab that energy tank. Then you just screw flash shift out of here. I think the method that I was talking about will take out the block first, and then grab the... then grab it, but again, it's really tight. You definitely don't need to be doing that if you're just trying to like sub 150, because at that point, or just sub 2, at that point you're talking like sub 150 times, and it gets harder to do and a little bit more nuanced and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, from here you start holding a speed booster. Come down through right here. Finally you'll pick up this missile plus. Come up through right here, flash shift, flash shift, flash shift, flash shift, and then we basically just do what we did on the way out of here the first time. Only this time we have a lot more movement options to us. You'll take the red teleport, and then go back to Cataris. So upon landing in Cataris again, we're above the area where we went down to fight Kraid again. But this time we're not going like down there or anything. We're actually going to go underneath here. So we morph, lay a bomb, come up through here, fall down right here, and come up here. We're going to charge another speed booster, because these are right here. I'm sorry. That is a speed booster block. So we come up through right here, and as we are coming, charging our speed booster, we're shooting these. Just like the other one, you just barely have the space to get your speed booster off. But as soon as you get it off, you want to slide. So, just like that. And then, a couple ways that you can do this. After you get this missile and you press A, one of the ways to get up is to immediately press down, store your spark. You can technically right here, insta-spark up, and or not insta-spark, diagonal spark up to get up here. Alternatively, you can just kind of insta-spark up. Lastly, you could... I'm sorry, hold on. The room's kind of messed up now. Do one of those melee and then shots up. Either way, it'll take you to the orange TP, but you don't want to take it yet. You want to actually blow up this grapple block. You're going to do one of those, like a jump, flash shift back, and do another wall jump. So wall jump, flash shift, wall jump. Not hard, but again, can be a little tricky if you've never done it before. Wall jump. So jump, wall jump, flash shift back, we'll do another wall jump. That's how you're going to get this missile. And then fall out of the tunnel, fall down with your screw attack, slide back down, you take the orange TP, and this TP is going to take you all the way to Gavarin. Very quick stop through Cataris. It's quite literally just to grab those two missiles, and then head to the next major item we're going to pick up, which is the cross bomb. Alright, so once we get through this orange TP, we're now back in Gavarin. You want to do an insta charge, just like that. No, you don't have to jump through there like with the counter, but just run through here and then be mindful that this is where we picked up the pulse radar. It's just the opposite side of this. So a lot of these blocks in the top end of this are beam blocks, while these ones are like pitfall blocks. So just be mindful that the first couple of these are going to be beam blocks. So in order to deal with those beam blocks, you just fire. You'll pick up another missile on the way. And again, beam, beam, before you having to start doing bombs. So this next trick, but this next little speed keep is a little bit difficult. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be charging your speed booster right here, jumping up through right here, laying a bomb to break that. But as soon as you lay the bomb, you start your ball spark. The ball spark will take you all the way to the right, and as soon as you get to the exit point of the tunnel up here after this missile, you're gonna want to jump out of the tunnel and unmorph very quickly and start at that point you'll be out of the tunnel, so your speed booster is still carrying you, where you're then going to do wall jump, right? You're going to like wall jump like here, then here. I think you do 3 either way. But you're going to want to, there's going to be an eye door right here, where you'll then run into the eye door with your speed booster and then store your spark. So I'll show what that looks like. So with this spark stored, you would open up this door and then ball spark in. I'm actually going to go save really quick though. Okay, so again, from right here, oops, sometimes that'll happen, so if that happens, just flash shift back, spark up like that, and then just melee the eye door. But again, optimally, then you hit this. Oops. You're gonna morph into a ball first. Hold on. Jeez. And you shine spark to the right. Shine Spartan to the right will take you all the way through this room. You'll take this pitfall block down, and you'll find yourself face to face with Golzuna, our good buddy Golzuna. So a couple ways that you can go about this fight. First and foremost, I'm going to show the optimal way to do it, because that's what I'm most comfortable with at the moment. There's a bunch of different ways to do this fight. For example, you can do the ball spark method that I will show right now. Or you can do what we call the figure 8 kill.
Thank God. Oh my God. I think we got it.
bottom line, there are a bunch of different methods to this kill, but what I'm going to show you is the optimal way to kill it, quote unquote. And then I'll show you a backup that I used to do on top of those other methods that we just saw. But keep in mind, do whatever works for you for this kill. It's just this optimal, quote unquote, way is going to be the fastest and save you the most time for this fight. So, after you come and you ball spark all the way through and fall down, you're still a morph ball. So you want to get out of morph ball immediately and do a insta charge shot as you just turn around. So like that. And then this X parasite is going to move in a certain way. So it's going to move around a couple paces like that. Obviously, you would want to like start firing at it in order to form Golzuna's main body. But I'm going to show you a cool little trick here that you can do with the X parasite for Golzuna. So right here, as soon as you insta-charge shot this pinky and it turns into the bigger scorpion thing, as it's forming into that big scorpion thing, the X parasite that forms out of the pinky will do a very scripted pattern. As long as you kill it fast enough, it'll do a very scripted pattern where it will move again, and then move again, and then start forming. Very so often it'll move, and then move, and then move, and then move one last time before forming. But while it's forming, it's always a 1, 2, 3. Very quick count to 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then on 3 you start charging a speed booster so that as it forms into that gross little pink scorpion thing, not Golzuna, but the thing before Golzuna, you are speed boosting through its abdomen so that it starts, as it forms, it dies. So I'll show that right now. So 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So I'll show that again. So right here you see 1, 2, 3. So that one I was a little bit too late on it. Where you're standing also makes a little bit of a difference too. You want to make sure that you have enough room to charge your speed booster. So if you charge your speed booster from like right here, there's like a little shadow right there where that middle shot is firing. So if you are standing right here and then you start charging the shot, you'll always make it through. Or not charging the shot, charging your speed booster, you'll always make it through. If you want to be a little bit more to the right when you do that, that's totally fine, but that's just where I personally stand. It's a good visual cue for me to use. So again, 1, 2, 3. And then you'd want to store your spark. So as soon as you store your spark, as this is now Golzuna proper, the thing about Golzuna is you'll notice that there's no boss music playing right now. It's just the Gavarin music. That's because if you take out the if you kill Golzuna quick enough as he's forming into Golzuna, the boss music for the fight is not even going to have a chance to load in. Which sucks. It's a cool little boss theme, but it's faster to not have the boss music play. Things what I'm doing with Golzuna as well, I'm obviously doing this because I'm trying to explain it, but you'll notice that even on rookie mode, I took I'm bumping into Golzuna right here, and I'm taking a absolute boatload of damage. So you want to be very careful when you're running or you're trying to maneuver around Golzuna, especially if you fail some of these jumps or some of these speed keeps, because, or not speed keeps. I really need to stop saying speed keeps. Speed booster charges, because you are you're gonna need to fight Golzuna normally at that point, and even with 8 energy chains like we have right now, see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8 energy chains, Golzuna melts you. I don't know why he does so much damage. But anyway, as he's forming into the into Golzuna proper, that little black ball, I'll show it right now. So 1, 2, 3. You store your spark, and then as he's forming about right there, you're gonna charge another shot, or not charge. Well, I guess yeah, charge your shine spark. You're not doing an insta spark though. You're just normally charging it, because Golzuna starts forming around Samus as she's firing, or as she's charging her shine spark, and you don't even have to do anything. You can just hold it, but she's charging and to fire up. So she's firing into Golzuna's abdomen, and as Golzuna forms around her, if you did it correctly, he'll bounce over to the left like that, where you're then able to, technically speaking, flash shift over a little bit and then charge up another another shine spark. Golzuna will die in 1, 2, 3, 4 shine sparks. 3 to kill the actual body, and then 1 to kill the Corax. So one last time, I'll show the fight in its entirety. Again, sometimes you just are not quick enough. You want to practice this fight really well, though. It's very helpful that there's a save point right here. I would very much recommend putting a save point right here, a checkpoint, whatever, while you're learning and practicing, so that you can consistently practice Golzuna. Just like that. And then that is the optimal Golzuna kill. So I want to stay away from the Corax, but that's going to be the optimal Golzuna fight. Again, it dies in four shine sparks to the body. Ideally for this, you want to take out, you want to do this optimal kill. So I'll do this optimal kill one more time, and then we'll hit the crossbomb puzzle before I did the tutorial, or this section of the tutorial, I should say. Alright, so at this point, you've beaten Golzuna, no matter what kill you've used. Collect your prize, flash shift to the right so you're closer to the door, and you finally have the crossbomb. Worst item in the game, by the way. So, a couple things that you can do with the crossbomb. So people will swear if you... yeah, getting a little bit ahead of myself. So, like this door in Artaria, all the way over here, this one, this is another boss door, the one we're in right now. We come through this room, this is all one big room, technically speaking. So when we come through these two doors in cleanup, if we flash shift out of this door, it's gonna be, the room's gonna take longer to load when we come through here. So right here, open the door, just jump through it. So now you can go through this freely. So now, what a fun area this portion of the game is. This is called the crossbomb puzzle. So now I'll get to the point where I was talking about previously. Some people swear by laying down a couple of normal bombs before you proc your cross bombs. What I do is I just will be in morph ball form in the tunnel and just jump as a ball and then lay my cross bombs. Some people just get lucky enough that they can just lay their cross bombs. Either way, cross bombs are a really, really weird item that sometimes don't work as intended. So as soon as you jump through here, you're going to slide morph, and you'll lay your cross bombs. Again, sometimes you'll see me a lot lay a jump right there, and then lay my cross bomb, just to guarantee that the cross bombs go off. Some people will go 1, 2, 3, 4 as they are going, just again to guarantee that those bombs are going to go off the way that they want them to. Again, I just do that jump, always works for me. Then right here, you do another jump. Cross bombs will reveal another missile. And then right here is the cross bomb maze. So those right here, that's a puzzle, or that's a pitfall block, and these are a pitfall block. The game wants you to use cross bombs to get through it. So again, cross bombs, the way that they're working is lay a bomb, and they'll just push you. That's how they work. Pretty cool concept. Very poorly executed, though. So to get through right here, what I normally do is I will, again, I'll make sure I jump so that my cross bombs are guaranteed to go off. I'll kind of aim myself up about right here, so underneath the ledge right here where I'm bombing, and then I will lay a cross bomb, and then go slightly to the left, and then you're now through that first one. Right here, you unmorph, flash shift over here to this ledge. Again, what I do is I'll do a little jump, guarantee it, and then about right here where this this branch is, you'll see that there's a branch right there. As soon as I'm on the branch, lay another bomb, and the cross bomb will take care of the rest. Will take care of the rest. After that, one more cross bomb will jump you out. That's the cross bomb puzzle. Technically is possible to get through here without using. See right there, cross bomb didn't work. Technically it's possible to get through here without cross bomb. By like, I don't know, doing some kind of weird jumps and all that, but so that's that. And then right here, open this door. It's a slow moving door, and plus on the other side of it was an access closed, so you couldn't even get through it. And then you have the screw attack, come through here, open this door, and then flash, 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 onto the tram to Hanubia, which is the planet's surface. So if you've been following along right now, you should have 150 missiles, 8 energy tanks, and 2 power bomb expansions. So this is where we will pick up the next portion of the tutorial. The next portion of the tutorial is going to be, the next portion of the tutorial is going to be grabbing the space jump in Ferenia, as well as grabbing the wave beam. So those should be some fun, that should be a fun little segment to do. But for now, that's going to be it. So thank you everyone so much for watching this next portion of the tutorial, and I will see you on the next one. Catch you later.